What's up, people? It's your man Black Cobra back once again with the Wheel Life Show. You know, here we talk about EUCs, PEVs, and all things when it comes to the world of electric rideables. So we got a lot of things to talk about today. Obviously, we're going to continue the conversation about all the new wheels coming out. You know, we got so many wheels coming out. It's crazy. But we're also going to talk to V, and V has been traveling all over the place and riding her wheel with all different people. I'm super jealous. She's going to come in and give us her take on some of the new wheels and some of her travels. But I'm super excited to talk about the Wheel Life Rally in a few days. I know it was last minute. I kept trying to get a date, and I finally got a date a few days ago. So we are doing it this Sunday at the dirt bike track, the Wick in Southwick. And it's the Wick 338. It's a world-renowned dirt bike track, and the owner, Rick, is amazing. Rick has done so much work with us, helping us to set it up every year. He's a big a supporter of EUCs and electric vehicles in general, and he really wants us to be there at his dirt bike track again. So he is making it easy for us to go up there and work with him. So I really hope if you're anywhere in the area and you can make it to Southwick, Mass this Sunday for the Wheel Life Rally. There's the races. We always have 2 different races, several heats for different races, and several categories. It'll be EUCs and one wheels. It'll be one hell of a ride. So if you can make it, if you can be there, definitely be there. Don't miss it. So without further ado, let me bring in our guest, the one and only V. What's up, V?
What's up?
You fresh off your world tour, huh?
Yes.
It's a world tour with Muhammad, my man.
Yeah.
You know what's up. I was like, man, I was watching. I was like, man, she doing what I want to do. I'm so happy for you. I'm glad you were able to do that. Let me ask you right off the bat, what was the highlight of the trip? If you had to pick one thing, what was the highlight? I'm going to get hard right away.
Well, which one are you referring to? Are you talking about when I went out to the West Coast or the UK?
Everywhere. Okay, let's do it this way. I'll make it easier for you. What was the highlight when you went out to the West Coast, and what was the highlight when you went out to the UK?
Actually learning how to jump and hanging out with Shibby, Mike.
Shibby time. Mike Leahy. Shibby time.
Yeah. Yeah. Hanging out with him. And then when I went over to the UK, I got to meet Zoom Wheel Brian.
Yeah.
A fees, and I was riding around with them. Yeah, actually, I was riding a fees wheel for the whole time that I was there.
Yeah, that's what I would have to do because I definitely wouldn't have been able to take my wheel.
Yeah, because unfortunately, Zoom Wheel Brian, his MSS wasn't something. I guess he had like real bad battery sag after 50%. It would drop, and that's the only. He had his Sherman and the MSS, so a fees wound up giving me the option of riding either the MSS, the Monster Pro, or the V12. That V12 is a shit box. I don't care for that V12. I was like, nah, you keep the V12.
You don't like it?
That piece of shit.
What? I love the V12. Wait, hold on. Wait, the other way. I gotta go the other way. It's right over there. Oh, you can see the V11. The V12 is right next to it. I'm liking that wheel. Yeah, it's not a Sherman. No, it ain't a Sherman.
Yeah.
And it's not a speed. It's not a speed wheel. But
no,
you know,
it's not.
You know, and
riding with those guys in the UK, I'm gonna tell you one thing. they are really into what we do here in America. Mm-hmm. And they were asking me questions about the New York riders. They were asking me about Marty and trying to keep up with. But and it was interesting because I have one video. I know Brian will keep asking, when you gonna post that video? We would go on these like rides, and of course they wanted to show that they are fast riders,
Yep.
and they are talented riders. So you had some that was jockeying around, and yeah, quite interesting.
I bet it was.
Quite interesting.
So, which wheel did you end up riding?
The Monster Pro.
Of course.
Yeah, my thing is, you're not going to put me on an MSS, and majority of the people that were riding, with the exception of a feed, he rode the MSS throughout until I took it
Yeah.
at the end, because one of the guys that was showing off, I'm not going to mention any names, he was on his Monster Pro, and I got it on video, and he was carving real hard, and we thought he popped a curve, but he didn't pop it enough, and he cracked his rim. So then he wound up taking the Pro, and I wound up taking the MSS. But that was like the last day that we went riding.
Wow.
So yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know. Obviously, you know, I still haven't an issue with the Monster Pro because of my crazy injury, but that wheel, like, especially somebody like you on it.
I Afeez was amazed that I was able to ride it the way that I was. He was like, "You really ride that wheel like it's MSX." Because first and foremost, you guys are not going to be leaving me. You're not going to be leaving me. And it was interesting because I'm there to record, and I had to keep reminding Zoom Wheel Brian. I said, "Look, I'm here to record." He was every time we would go on a ride, he would look back, and he said he was just doing it to make sure that I was within, sight, because he was, and I get that. But he would just take off. I'm like, I'm trying to record you. I'm not racing you. I'm just trying to record you. He'd look back and he would take off.
Well, there is a reason his name is Zoom Wheels. He wanted to show you that.
True. And although go ahead.
I was just gonna say, let's look in the chat here, because I didn't look. I didn't see if he made it yet. No, he ain't in here. So, as a matter of fact, since we did it later, he's probably not gonna be, because
I'm quite sure he sleep.
Yeah,
we were going to sleep. When we was down there, we were going to bed at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, and it's they're like 6 hours ahead of us. So yeah,
that's like two o'clock. Yeah, it's like not right. Yeah, 9 o'clock. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Real Talk said National Geographic V. Because you were all over the world.
That's right. Not quite yet.
James Mucklin said, "What's up? What's up, James?"
Yeah.
Okay. You was in there saying what's up to him.
E. Simmons,
my man. Yo, listen. Good day, mate.
Simon. I'm sorry. E. Simon. Sorry.
Amanda. All right, Amanda Sliders in here. What's up? She called you Queen V.
Yes. The question that Real Talk, I had some reservations in reference to that review that was done on the MSS by Wrong Way. I do understand from talking to the guys, the wheel was in an accident, and Daniel didn't want Wrong Way to do the review because the wheel was in an accident. And I don't recall in that review if Wrong Way mentioned that it was in an accident or not, but I just think it was kind of, to me, to be honest with you, shitty the way he went about to do that review. I mean, it was just obvious that he had issues with Daniel, just in the way he did the review. So I didn't feel, I didn't go watch the whole thing. I was sort of kind of disgusted by the way in which it was done. I mean, I don't have any allegiance one way or the other to Daniel. Right. It was like, we don't have to like go and trash somebody's business because we had a falling out with them. So yeah. So to answer your question, Real Talk, I was disgusted by the way in which that was handled.
Yeah, and if you guys didn't see that Real Talk was asking what is our take on that, on Wrong Way's bad review for Daniel and the MSS line. I honestly, I like both of those guys. I love what Daniel was doing. I love what Wrongway does. Um, and I know it's funny because listening to you say that, because you're one of those people also who just like, hey, I'm gonna tell you straight. And sometimes you say things that people are not happy with. And so for you to say that, and you're that kind of person too, who just tells it like it is, but you looked at that and you felt it was wrong. You know, I all I can say about it is I know that there's two sides to every story. And I know
Mhm.
that in listening to what he said, I could feel how upset he was. And I can feel that he felt like he was going through so much that he should not have been going through. So
Mhm.
I know that I'm like, I know there's more to the story. Uh, it's hard for me to take it's one thing to say you don't like something. Like you just said, you don't like the V12. You didn't like it. You're like, nah, it's not for me. Okay. It's one thing, but it's another thing to go all in and go ham. And I was like, all I could say was, ouch. I don't even know. I was just like,
Yeah.
ouch. I had to watch it again. I was like, am I seeing this? Like,
There
wow.
was no tact, no decorum about the whole way in which it was done. It was like, it was like taking jabs, and you can do a review without, because he made it personal. That's what I took out of that. He made it personal because he did reach out. And
Yeah.
I'm not mentioning any names. He did reach out to someone else to try to drag them into this whole review. And that's why he made mention in his review that he had asked other people, but they want to keep it quiet. And it's not
Right.
that they have any allegiance. It's like nobody wants to get tied up into that
Yeah.
bullshit. So
Yeah.
don't drag other people into your issues that you have with Daniel.
It did seem like I was like,
Hey, Jose.
whoo! I got like a chill. I was like, oh wow.
EUC vibes.
Oh, Vibes is in the house. What up, Vibes?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was just Vibes, man. She was just talking. She don't like the V12, man. She don't like the V12.
Look at
She didn't
yeah,
like it over
I
there.
see. He had me to get on it, and I was like, "What is this?" I said, "Nah, you got it." I said, "You can keep it. I'll hop on the Monster. I'll hop on the Monster Pro." And I really didn't want to deal with the Monster Pro ride down here, but I said, "Nah, I'll do the Monster Pro."
Okay, but honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. That's you because I like you're not a the way you ride. I really couldn't see you wanting to ride that anyway
No,
because
but they made it seem like it was gonna be the shit, man. They were like,
well,
"Oh yeah, we gonna get you." They said,
but
"Did you ride the V12?" I said, "No, I've not ridden the V12. I had no interest in riding the V12, but that was the wheel they were gonna give me." But I guess the fees were okay. Between the three, which one do you want? Do you want the MSS? I got on his MSS, and I didn't really like the way that it was riding because he had a lot of PSI in his tires, and it was squirrely. And I'm like, I don't know. Then I got on the daggone Monster, and I'm like, well, I might as well go ahead with the Monster. So I just I rode the Monster for the
yeah,
duration of the tours.
yeah. Well, honestly, the V12, I like. I've only ridden it a couple times so far, but I really like riding it, and I like it because it
Hmm.
reminds me of the 16X, but better. Excuse me, and that's why I was feeling it. And but being out there trying to keep up with them dudes, and I know they was like,
Right.
well, she light, she can ride the V12.
Yeah. Right. 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 Right.
He was like,
Well,
give me the sports
no.
car. I want the sports car.
Right, exactly. E. Simon, I'm gonna answer your question. The fact of the matter is this: I'm a different type of rider, and I like aggressive wheels. And to me, the V12 is just not an aggressive wheel for me.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
when I
mean,
got on it, I didn't like the way it rode.
yeah. Also, though,
It's just
I will say that that's a wheel that you have to make adjustments because it has like all these weird adjustments I just heard about. And I was like, okay, I got to look into this. I haven't even made them yet, but there's several different adjustments to the way that it rides, and it supposedly makes a huge difference. So, but
hmm
again, that would be something that you would have to have that wheel at your house to do a review on. It's not that's
right.
not a wheel to give you to go keep up with the crowd.
No, and exactly. That's That's my claim to fame, is trying to keep up with the crowd. And I don't want any wheel that's going to have me in the back row. I don't want to be. I'm not trying to be in the nosebleed section from nobody.
Oh, so James Muckler says she tells it how it is. Yes, she does. Oh, let's see. Okay, my man David Mitchell. Much love and respect from Scotland. What's up, man? Glad to have you on here, buddy. Hey, what time is it over there in Scotland, David? Because we know we lost a lot of our UK people because the time difference, and they're all in bed.
Definitely. Yeah, like 2:00 there, or something like that.
Yes. Mr. Brewer, what's up? What's up? Yeah, Real Talk says that he killed a lot of Daniel sales. I'm sure he did. It was a harsh video. Definitely was a harsh video. But I'm also a firm believer that, you know, you do have to think for yourself. So I expect people to listen to the reviews because we are doing this for you. Most of us that do these reviews, we're doing it because we want to share, and we want to share with you and give you our opinions. So I tell people to take it, you know, as it is. Like, V's opinion is not going to be the exact same as my opinion. It's not going to be the exact same as a Fee's opinion. Everybody is different size, different weights, different riding style, different likes and dislikes. So don't just take one person's word for something and then be like, well, this is terrible, or this is, you know, just remember that, you know, just like I wouldn't want you to take my opinion that a certain wheel is amazing, I wouldn't want you to take only my opinion that a certain wheel is trash. I would want you to form some opinions by looking at different people, looking at what they're saying and why, and getting some information of your own. That's why I always like to ride different wheels to see what I'm going to feel about it, you know? When the Sherman first came out, I went and rode it in New York. And, you know, at first I was like, oh, this is going to be terrible. Then I rode it and I was like, I kind of like this ride. And then the next time I got on it, I said, I really like this ride. But it took a minute. And it took me to take into account that it had a different type of tire. It had a low pedals. It was a different type of cage. And it was bigger and heavier. And it was a lot to it. But once you rode it and started like getting adjusted to it, you couldn't help but love it. But I didn't love it right away. I got to love it. I didn't listen to somebody else's opinion. I formed my own opinion. So appreciate that and remember that, people, because I don't want you guys thinking that one person is going to make your whole decision, because that doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. So Eric says, fantastic interview. I like V. Her answers were cool, tough, and very diplomatic. She's funny and nice at the same time.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for that confidence.
Yeah, that's a mouthful right there. He done said a whole bunch. So EUC vibes, V, one of the fastest, most awesome riders. Definitely. Yes, V came here and rode, and I told you guys, I wasn't kidding when I said she can ride. I don't say that about everybody, but she can ride. When I always use for an example, V, that time when we were in Hartford and you were riding backwards around and up the hill and around. I was like, who in the hell does that? Like, I was like, she can ride for real. So, Jose said, what's up, Cobra and V? What's up, Jose? Good to see you, bro.
Hey,
Jose. Why didn't you like the V12? Well, I think she answered that already, Simon.
Yeah, I think he got it.
Yeah, it was.
He said thanks.
Yeah, okay. Mucklin said, what's up, Tommy? Not a fan. Okay, Francisco's in the house. Francisco said that he's not a fan of the V12, but he loves the EXN. The EXN is definitely a good wheel. Have you ridden that one?
No. When I was down in UK, we were waiting for the Zoom Wheel Brian actually got Daniel to make him one that's the fastest.
Of course.
So we were waiting on that to arrive because it was supposed to be there, but it never arrived. And so yeah.
So he gonna save that for himself?
Yeah, I guess I yeah. He's gonna try to yeah.
He didn't want to open it up and get a fast time, and then you get on and get a faster
Right.
time.
Right. Because it's funny you mentioned that because the neighbors' kids that live next to him were like really sticking it to him, especially the girl. She's like 10 years old and she's like all about girl power. So she was telling Zoom with Brian, she's faster than you. He was like, no, no, she isn't. Yes, she is. I said, yes, I am.
I know he didn't like that at all. Brian, we love you, but we know you didn't want her to be faster. Oh, what's up? Thanks, Levette. I appreciate that super chat. It's from Levette in New York, Francisco's wife.
Hey, leave that.
Yeah, love her. She
Yeah,
said, hands doing a high five. It's a sticker.
yeah.
Love it, love it. So EUC vibes. He said the V12 with the high pedal clearance and tight turns is a little beast, about as powerful as the Bodyguard RS, in my opinion. It's too slow for you. Yeah, it's too slow for her because vibes. She rides fast, and not just fast, but precision riding. So even though the V12 has some good torque and decent speed, it's not the same as a high speed wheel or a racing wheel or something that a higher performance wheel. I think they did a great job, and it's the best that they've made as far as close to it so far. But I'm hoping to try and push it a little farther and see how much I think it can really take. But it's not a Sherman or a Monster Pro, or you know what I mean. And it's even that souped up MSS, even the EXN. From what I hear, is a faster wheel. I'm hearing great things about that because even Brian was talking about the EXN when he got it. And Showtime has one. I just haven't been able to ride it and put it through its paces yet, but she's loving it. She said
Okay.
she was talking about, she's like, this wheel can go. I was like, okay. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Got to put it through the V test.
It's almost like once because people ask me, well, why you don't like a certain wheel, and it's like hustling backwards. I don't want to. Once I've had a taste of say like a filet mignon, not to say that any of these wheels are like filet mignon, but why would I want to go back to a T-bone? It's no. I'm used to. I've become accustomed to more aggressive and faster wheels.
Yeah.
So anything that's slower is just to me hustling backwards.
And one of the problems I think honestly is when you look at the size of it, because to me it's hard. Like I really like it, but I instantly when I got on it, I was like, man, I like it, but I still feel like it could be bigger, And
Yeah.
I started feeling that about the 16X at the end, right before I sold it. I was like, I love this wheel, but getting back on it after riding the Sherman all the time, I feel like I need a bigger wheel. So
Right.
that's one of the things is, it's a little slower, it's a little smaller, but it's excellent for like commuting. It's excellent because I think it's nimble, and I do think that it has good speed. I didn't have a problem, although I was only going about 32 miles an hour. I haven't really pushed it up there yet, but I felt comfortable going that speed. I did feel it was small though, like comparatively,
Yeah.
But the more I ride it, like if I rode it for a couple weeks, I wouldn't be feeling. I don't think I would be feeling the size. It's just that I came from the Sherman and I was then riding this instantly, and I'm like, and the Monster Pro because that's what I was riding. The only other wheel I was riding recently, so
Right.
just need some more size. Reed Carson says, "What's up from New Zealand? What's up, man? Oh, hold on. Scroll back. I just saw a time. David. Okay, so it's 15 past midnight, I guess, is the time. He was telling us. Remember we asked him
Yeah.
what time it is over there?
Yeah.
Okay. So at least you're not in bed yet. He stayed up for the show. Not everybody can stay up that long, I guess. Brian.
I mean, they really rolled out the red carpet for me when I was down there, so much appreciated.
That's good. That's good. That's good. I knew they would. You know, they're great. They really are great people, and
Yeah.
I know you had a good time over there.
Oh my gosh, yes indeed. It was like my money was no good down there.
That's great. Let me see what he said. David said, I stopped Far Cry 6 to be here. All right, well, now I know you really wanted to be here. If you stopped the gaming to be here, I appreciate that. So Real Talk says, were the UK laws too strict for fun rides? Oh, did they give you any problems while you were over there? Anybody stop y'all riding?
Oh no, the police?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, that's good because we've been hearing a lot of that.
Oh, it's illegal. It is. I mean, I got some video recordings passing by the police, and it was funny. We wanted to, I guess, stop and get some coffee or whatever, and there was a police officer in the area where we were going to get coffee.
Right.
And so she put her hand up, and one of the guys got nervous. And he caught a beat feet U-turn and fell off the wheel. And he was like, no, all I want to tell you guys is to walk the wheels. So we walk the wheels. So it's like, you trashed your wheels because you thought the plane was going to stop a group of us on EUC. Like, if that was the case, we wasn't going to stop anyway.
I know. You look at it and be like, oh, you trying to give us tickets? Is that? No, we out. Yeah. That's what. Oh plus, you like we got helmets on too. You can't see us.
Right. But yeah, we didn't get stopped by the police.
That's good.
And there were some issues, like when we wanted to go through like parks and things of that nature, and you had their park rangers. If the park rangers saw us, and one of which we got caught, because the thing is, when you're riding on an EUC down there and you're riding in a pack, you don't stop. It's like you just keep going. But because we had stragglers, we would stop and wait. And while we were waiting in this park for the stragglers, we were told that we couldn't ride in the park, so we had to leave. So we wound up leaving because they're illegal.
Right.
But other than that, no. Now, when I did post my video, I had made a comment to Mari. First of all, two, I guess, I'm not going to say subscribers, but viewers of the first video I posted down in the UK did not care that someone from the US came over to the UK and broke their law, and they made it known that, I needed to take my arse back to the US with that BS. Oh my God! Yeah.
Wow, that's what
this
they
one
said.
guy. He just called me. He called me a cunt or a twat, something. He called me.
Really?
Like, wow. Yeah.
Wow. In the comments of the video?
Oh yeah, I left it there. It's like, dude, I'm not worried about you.
You like, if at the end of the day, if that's what floats your boat, man, if that's what makes you happy, go for it.
Of course. But outside of those two individuals, I had a blast, and people were really nice, and
that's good.
I liked it.
That's good. Okay, we got Charles here. He said, "What's up? What's up, Charles? Good to see you, man."
Hey, Charles.
Jericho Das is in here. What's up? And Vibe said, everyone I know that has an EXN loves it. The EXN is maybe low-key one of the wheels. I think so, too. I think, honestly, it was a surprise, but I think it's one of the best wheels of the year. Excuse me. It would definitely be in a conversation about the best wheel of the year. So, and it like snuck out because it wasn't a wheel that was supposed to even be made.
Yeah.
They only made it because people complained about some of the stuff in the EX, and they said, "What the hell? Let's take out the suspension and make the wheel." So
yeah,
the mini monster, whatever. It's it's nice though. I mean, it rides nice. Yeah. It's just if it had the same structure as the monster, like the nice lights and design and
Mhm.
stuff, I think it would have
Mhm.
been better. Like the RS got all of that, but the
Yeah.
EXN, it's a really good wheel. It appears to be so.
Mhm.
It just didn't
Mhm.
get the same love. I think it was last generation design.
Mhm.
So James Mucklin says the EXN starts beeping at 46 miles per hour. That's fast. That's good. If it starts beeping,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. Um, let's see. And Francisco says they also now have a high torque variant for the EXN. Okay.
Mm.
And who knows? Maybe I'll have room for a second EXN high torque. Okay, Francisco, your collection's getting a little extra, bro. I know you got wifey support, but don't get booted out because you're trying to buy everything. He keeps getting like something to come out here, get it. Something to come out here, get the next version, high torque and high speed. I'm like, okay. I'd have been kicked out already, but that's just over here. Let's see. Reed Carson says it's 25 past noon on Thursday for me. Oh wow. It's the next day for him. Wow. That's crazy, man. And Vibe said, oh wow, somehow I missed V's last UK video. I'm gonna watch it right after this. Awesome.
Yeah, I only posted the one. I haven't posted the other ones yet because I've been like taking care of other stuff. But yeah, I know they've been asking me. They're like, when you gonna post those videos?
So what was the highlight there then? You said
Oh, the sceneries. They took us on some amazing sceneries, and like I said, once I upload those videos,
oh, then we'll
um,
see.
yeah, because we had a hodgepodge of folks that just came from different parts of the UK, and some of them traveled a couple of hours to be
Nice.
there, and so the sceneries were awesome. I mean, they have some history there, and
Yeah.
Brian he um, paid for his wife and I to go to London and have like tea in it. I guess it's morning tea or whatever.
Yeah, T is
And
a big deal.
yeah, that's a big deal there. And so we went for the day to London.
Oh,
Just his
that's
his
the
wife and I.
photo I saw. I saw a photo of you. I was like, who's she with?
Yeah, yeah. I was with Brian's wife.
Okay. That's nice. That's nice. Tea time.
Mhm. Yeah, nice.
I really want to make it over there at some point.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah,
It's nice. I've never been, and
yeah,
I really enjoyed it.
yeah. You
I was
look.
in a black cab too.
Uh-oh. You got photos? You got photos?
Yes, yes. Like I said, had I coordinated with you earlier, I would have sent you those photos.
Yeah. Yeah, this was last minute, so we would have definitely, because me and V both are like preparers, so we would have had a whole bunch of stuff set
Yeah,
up. But like the you saw the Orion, that big ass wheel that they're trying to build now. Um,
yeah.
um, so Caden Steele was gonna be here, but unfortunately he had to postpone again. So he hopefully will be here next week.
Mhm.
And we're gonna be talking about that huge wheel. That thing is crazy. But he's very excited. And if you guys are interested in checking it out, I'll put that link in the bottom too under this video afterwards. But he's got that Kickstarter trying to get the Kickstarter going. He's got, I think he's only got like a month left or so on it. So if you guys are interested in helping them help support them as they're getting off the ground and launching their EUC company, please be sure to jump in on the Kickstarter program. I'll put the link down below afterwards. But I definitely want to see somebody else making wheels, so we don't always have to come from China. That's just me.
Easy vibes. Matter of fact, no, I'm not going this year. I went last year, and I just went down with Marty and them in October. No, when did I go? Was it a couple of months? What, a month ago?
Yeah.
September. Matter of fact, I was down on the West Coast with Marty and them. But no,
Oh
I'm going to
yeah.
miss this.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you that as well, so you could tell them why, because I know they're looking to see who's coming. and I've seen a couple of questions, and I was like, man, they asked somebody sent me a, hey, you coming? I'm like, I wish I could. If this didn't happen, I definitely would be there because I had it planned. I actually have the vacation already in the system at work, so I'm still gonna take the time off, but I can't go to Cali. I just can't do it right now. So I'm sad about that because I had it planned from the last year after it happened. I was like, I'm going next year, and I set it all up, but unfortunately, it didn't work out. So next time.
Francisco, you are absolutely correct. It is a good obsession. I need to thin out my herd. I really do need to thin out my herd.
Oh, I know what y'all talking about. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No. Go ahead.
No, you go. Go ahead.
Oh, and while I was down there, Brian, he had me, we went riding on his electronic bikes. Now he has these, what they call it, yeah, electronic bikes, Cannondales. And
Ooh,
they're like,
Cannondale, nice.
his was like $8,000.
Yep.
And his wife was like $3,000. And we riding these bikes. And I'm like, I need to get me one of these.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now I'm looking into not only EUCs, but getting
Yep.
electronic bikes as well.
Yeah. I already had that in my mind. I wanted a high powered scooter and I wanted a high powered bike. I'm like, I want one, at least one of each, because those are dope. I was like, when I was in the woods on the EX, if you look at that video, one of the guys that was in the video, I pointed him out as he went around me because he was he was moving and having a blast. He said, "You got to get one of these." I was like,
Oh yeah, exactly.
"Yeah, I have to." But Real Talk is asking. He said, "People are clamoring for the S20's arrival. Which upcoming wheel are you looking for? Looking forward to, I guess."
I was thinking about the Commander. I don't know. I'm of the mindset once I've had because I've ridden so many wheels, I'm sort of kind of not impressed stat wise on the wheels that are coming out. So it's like, what more can you do to impress me? Really, nothing short of you making it more reliable and faster. So I don't care for the suspension wheels yet. Um, like I said, I like wheels that are more aggressive. So I shall see. I don't know. I'm a reserve the comment because
Yeah,
I don't know. I
but
can't trust. Go ahead.
thinking about it, but you're talking about trust. What he's asking is, which one do you think which one are you looking forward to the most out of the wheels that are coming out? Like, I know you like, I'm
Uh,
gonna wait and see, but
none,
but looking at
none,
what they have,
none,
none.
none. I'm not in. No, no.
Wow,
I have not. I'm serious.
wow,
None.
wow. Okay, so what's your favorite wheel right now then?
Right now, the Monster Pro.
Yeah, I hate to say that, but
I mean, I already know why you hate to say
yeah,
it, but the fact
yeah,
of the matter is, I just like the Monster Pro. That
yeah.
tire, to me, although there's issues with the wheel, the fact of the matter is, the diameter of the wheel
Mhm,
is so that if I hit a pothole, it absorbs it.
mhm.
So I don't need that suspension. I can accelerate on that wheel 50. I went 55 on that wheel. Not to say that I want to go that fast, and I didn't have any issues. But the fact of the matter is, that wheel to me serves all of my purpose right now. So the other wheels that are coming out again, because it's trusting that these folks overseas are going to produce the kind of reliable wheels that
Mhm,
we want and that we need.
mhm,
And we have yet to get that.
mhm.
So they can come out with all these new brands. And I already know with Godway, because Godway, what they do is they have the same components. They don't do anything. They just change the body style. They rebranded by making, changing the names and call it, they call it something else. And then what do we have? We just have what they already have, but it goes by a different name.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Like I said, I'll wait until the wheels come out. I'm quite sure I can get my hands on them to try them out, and I'll make that determination once I've actually tried them out. Because to sit and try to figure out what wheel is going to suit my need, nah. Because what if I tell you, like, new King song, and that's a bust.
Yeah, well, I mean,
so
that. Oh, hold on. Oh, I unplugged something up. That's part of what we, I guess, have to. I don't know. It's like I look at them, and when I see them riding, I feel the same way. Like, we'll see, but like the S20, for whatever reason, it just makes me feel like I'm ready. Like, I'm ready with the S20 because it seems like they have done a lot, and King Song does a better job at quality control. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can just pull it up real quick here. I gotta remove the border, but I think I can throw this up next to us. Yeah, you can see in the picture here, these are the two that got me excited. The S20, and after looking at the S20 real, like, I was already a little excited when I saw the initial release, but then that was just a render. And then when you actually see the wheel, it's bigger than projected. And I was like, oh, that's what I was looking for, because I was concerned it was going to be like tiny, you know what I mean? Or thin or little. And I was like, the diameter of that wheel looks really good. The sizing, when I watched the guy ride it, I said, well, if they can deliver on what they're saying, and it really has that, enough speed, and we know it has better quality than, Be Gold has been putting out. So that's why I was excited about it. I'm like, no, it's not going to be a high speed wheel. It's not going to take out the Monster Pro in speed or anything like that. But I thought the S18 was subpar. So I think they're finally going to make a suspension wheel that is up to par for what a suspension wheel should be. Because their previous edition was definitely not that. And then the Commander, it looks like, the Sherman-esque wheel that may have something on it. I wasn't initially impressed, but after seeing this and then some of the videos riding and stuff, I'm like, okay, these two got my attention a little bit. The Abrams got my attention because of how it looks. It looks like a sleeker Sherman, but the specs on it don't look that great. So I'm concerned about that. So, I don't know. I guess we will wait and see. But I can say right now, out of all the wheels, I'm most excited about the S20.
S20.
Yeah, definitely the most.
I mean, it looks impressive. It looks impressive, but the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah. Because the V11 has served me well. I haven't had an issue with the V11 other than the speed. That's it always comes back to that. I'm like, this is great. I'm having fun, but then when I get out on the road and I really want to hit it, okay, I can use some more speed here. So I'm hoping that this one gives us a little bit more. At least, if it'll do 45, I'll be happy. But we'll see.
Definitely.
Yeah. So we got those two. We got the Abrams. What else was it? What am I missing? I think I'm missing something else. Can't think of it off the top of my head, but I know there's another wheel that we're looking forward to, that I'm waiting to come out. But I can tell you that these wheels are there's a lot to them, a lot of excitement. I do like it better than Be Gold's method of putting out 50 wheels. That's like, I feel like they're throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. I don't like that idea.
Yeah.
Not at all. So what are you thinking? Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to ask. I already know the answer, but are you going to be able to make it to the rally this weekend?
Oh no, there's a ribbon cutting ceremony that's going on here in my little town Sunday actually,
Hmm.
and a couple of us are going to attend that.
Yeah. She was telling me about that, and I said, "Oh, ribbon cutting! I'll come up there. When's the ribbon cutting?" She told me Sunday. I'm like, "No!"
I actually sent you the
Yeah,
link to it or whatever.
yeah. And I was like, when you sent it, I was like, "Oh, okay. I guess I'll be there." And then I'm like, "Oh no, no, Sunday? No, no, I can't do that. Can't do that." Uh, I am so excited for this rally. I really wish. Oh, here's Jonathan. He says Sunday. I'll be there. Pumped. It's good. I'm glad you're gonna be there, Jonathan. Um,
For the
he's a
time.
yeah, he's a one wheel rider. So I'm
Oh,
really
okay.
it'd be good to see him. Are you gonna be riding one wheel or EUC there, Jonathan? Let me know. Let's see. We got a little behind. Um, so Mr. Brewer says the commander, he is supposed to have a top speed of 60 miles per hour. You said it right, supposed to.
Exactly.
So we'll give it to V, and then she can tell us.
Yeah, that's the one when when you initially asked me, and I said the commander, but I'm like, but I don't know. You know, again, it's one of those you can look at the specs all day long, but once you get it, does it perform the way that you expect it to perform?
Right.
So again, once I get my little pause on the commander, I will see.
Easy vibes. Oh, he's talking to Francisco. It was awesome riding with you the other day. Guess they got a chance to ride together. Um, so Mr. Brewer also says, "Yeah, I've seen both specs. I wonder what we'll get." Yeah, you know how it is, man. They can pump you up and tell you all kinds of flowery stuff, but what's the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah,
What are we really gonna get? I don't know.
exactly, exactly.
Francisco. Oh, okay. On my YouTube stars. Uh, oh, that was also, yeah, Francisco, Livette. That was a good video. I like that tunnel video. I like stuff like that. Let's see. Oh, that was it. James Mucklin reminded me. The Hero. That was the other wheel that I forgot about. The Hero was the other wheel. Um, Let me see if I can pull that up. That was the other wheel that had me looking at, had me thinking about, you know, what do I really want to get? you know, because it's a oh somebody sent me this render. Uh, they said that since these are my colors, I should have this wheel.
Hmm. That's nice.
They put the Cobra on it on the S20.
Hmm.
I was like, okay, I like it. I like it. I don't know if I'll be coloring mine that dark. I like the bright green. The bright green. But yeah, the Hero. What do you think about the Hero?
I haven't been following up on no daggone heroes, so I don't know what you're talking about.
That's the one um that oh my god, I can't think of his name right now. Kuji came out with the video riding that wheel. Did you didn't see his
No,
video?
no, I have not seen the video yet.
Okay. Yeah, he came out riding the Hero and
Hmm.
had us all excited about it. I know you guys saw this picture that I put up. Big brother and the little brother. This is when I was excited about
Oh,
the Abrams because the look of it is just
yeah.
smooth. I love the look of it. Looking at it next to the Sherman, it looks like they fixed the problems I had with that low pedal height. They gave it a bigger
Of
tire.
course.
They gave it a sleeker look. I just don't know why they didn't give it better specs. You know, I'm worried. I'm wondering
Exactly,
why.
Francisco.
Oh,
Exactly.
Francisco, what he said?
He said, "Who's Coogee?"
Yeah, he said we had to test pilots. Yeah, who's Coogee? Yeah, he's just how they are. that's their guy. That's their go-to guy. But he definitely had
Sensei.
a good video. Vegan? Oh, what's up, Vegan? What's going on, man? Yeah. He's gonna be there. He gonna be riding. Last time you was riding that Tesla, it wasn't working. It wasn't working. This time you got a better wheel, so you gonna get it this time. Yeah, he was trying hard on that Tesla. That Tesla is not an off-road wheel. I felt bad for him. He was digging in the dirt, and the Tesla has such low clearance, it was not working for him. I was like, ooh. But now he's gonna be rocking. He got the RS, so I can't even find
Which
that.
one? Which version of ours does he have?
I'm not even sure. Vegan, which RS you have? The high speed or the high torque? Let me know. And here's all four of those wheels. So in the top you can see this is the Hero. It's Gotway's suspension wheel. So
okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't know the name of it, but yeah. That did look impressive.
Yeah, it did because it was the first one to be announced. So I was like, oh man, this is dope. Gotway finally changed the look of their wheels. They finally did something different instead of the same old. But now with these other wheels coming out, I wasn't as impressed. Okay, Jericho says, I was never a fan of suspensions wheels, but the S20 and the fact that you could swap the shock with a 1-to-1 1000 Fox shock, I think I could drop off a 6 foot. Hold on, let me put you back. Because you Jericho be doing some stuff, man. I could drop off of 6 foot walls. I only dropped off a 4 foot wall, so that would be cool. I've cleared 9 steps on a hit with 10 step on the ride out. So I think a legit shock would allow me
a higher level of stupidity.
a higher level of stupidity. Yo, you funny, Jericho. You funny. Yeah, but I believe you. He's ready to go. Let's go. So Vegan said he got the high speed. Okay, the high speed. Yeah, because you ain't that heavy, so the high speed is good for you. I don't think you really need the high torque. Oh man, yeah, Lewis. You be missing the rally. Yeah, man, we're gonna be posting all kinds of videos and stuff, so just stay tuned. So Modi Castle says Abram version of Monster Pro. I don't know. I don't know if I feel that's. I don't think that it's a version of the Monster Pro. Or you think it's a better version? I don't know. What? I don't know.
It's a better version than Monster Pro.
That's what I think. I think that's what he's trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't agree with that. Definitely not. It's prettier. I like the look of the Abrams. I really do. I think it looks really good, but the specs were not impressive. Unless you know how sometimes the specs number wise, maybe one thing and performance is different. If that's the case, if they somehow figured out a ratio that works better using a lower this or that, hey, I'm not gonna say it's not possible. I'm just gonna say that I don't know. So Real Talk said, is the Abrams a Monster Pro alternative? I would say not. Not according to the specs I see. I would say the Abrams could be a Sherman alternative because it's a newer version of the Sherman, basically, but not a Monster Pro alternative, I don't think. And I guess maybe you're saying it because the Monster Pro, quality-wise, has had issues. Then maybe that's the case. Maybe that's the case. You're saying that you want to get something different than the Monster Pro because of the issues that they've had and because I know even they came out with the Blackboard, and now I'm hearing there might have been a few issues with that as well. So, I don't know. It's scary riding a wheel like that's so powerful that can do so much is nerve-wracking enough.
Mm-hmm.
You really want a quality build underneath you, and that's the problem, that most people have. He said, what did he say? No, what I meant is it's taller, uh, possible better for sitting version. Um, I don't, I don't think the Abrams is taller than the Monster Pro. Maybe it looked that way in a picture. I didn't see the numbers and the specs, but the Monster Pro is a monster. That's a beast of a wheel. When you put a seat on top of the Monster Pro, I felt super comfortable riding that thing. My knees didn't have a problem. I don't know about if that Abrams is taller than the Monster. I don't think so. Somebody check the specs, if they have measurements, and if anybody has, the ability to know that. Let me know if well, Jack's not on here or nobody that might have actually seen the wheel. So I don't know. And have we seen it in person? I don't know that anyone's had the Abrams in person yet. So I don't know if we could actually say that. So Francisco said, wonder what the fans are going to sound like with these size wheels. What the fans are going to sound like? Oh, the fans. I got you.
Yeah, because
With these size wheels.
the Monster Pro sounds like a gorilla.
It does. It does. It does. Are they going to do the heat sink thing that allows it to not have such a big fan? Who knows? I don't know. Yeah, E. Simon said, what about the Orion? Yeah, the Orion. That's true. I did not put up a picture of the Orion. That was one thing that I need to do because the Orion is a beast. And I can tell you right now, that's one of the wheels that I can't wait to ride, but I'm nervous in looking at it. And we don't even know what it's going to ultimately look like finally, because right now they're still going through different phases trying to make it look right. And look how big it is, though. That thing is crazy. I can see you ride that one, V.
No, I wouldn't even attempt. That would take me to another level of stupidity.
Oh, what you mean?
I already have a shattered wrist, and I already have a busted ankle. I don't need to have a cracked skull.
Well, let me tell you, it's definitely a big wheel, but it's not as big. It looks huge there, but I guess here's another look at it. See, that's doable. That dude's about your height.
Nah. That dude looks like he's 6 foot.
No, he ain't.
And look at the tires. It's even bigger than the car that he's standing next to.
He ain't 6 foot. That dude really, I think he's like 5'8".
Are you kidding me?
Yo, for real.
Wow. He looks like he's 6. Oh, he looks like he's 6 feet.
That's a little dude. He might be.
I don't know.
He might be 5'8", 5'9".
What's the wheel diameter? 30-inch wheel? Really?
Big as hell.
A 30-inch wheel.
Look at it. Look at this. Just look at it.
I'm looking. I'm looking. That fall. Yeah.
Come on.
That's
the Mac Daddy.
That's another level. That's another level of stupidity.
Come on now, listen. I'm excited to ride that wheel. Listen, the Mac Daddy. That's the Orion.
Don't get me wrong. I'm just funning for this whole, the podcast. But of course, I would try it. Really?
I can't wait to try that wheel.
Yeah, right.
He was riding it through the sand and dirt and like riding through the beach. I'm like, good Lord. I was like, you can ride right through the beach like that? I was like, all right. What do you say? Real Talk said you would need a flatbed to transport the Orion.
You sure would. There's no way you can transport that wheel. It's like, where gonna put it?
No, he has a video. He had a video of him pushing it up the stairs. He just grabbed the back rail and just said boom, 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 pushed it up the stairs because he wasn't carrying it. But
right, you're not going to carry it, and you're not going to load it on any car.
Well, I can load it in the back of my truck.
Well, you have a truck. I said a car. Some of us don't have trucks.
Listen, you're not putting that in a Yugo.
No, you know, you're not putting it in any car. You're gonna have to have like an F-150 or something like that.
I can put in my Corolla. I ain't got no Corolla.
Right. I have a Corolla. No, I'm only kidding.
Oh man. No, I can't wait. I'm excited because they're at the beginning stages of design and they're doing so much with the rim and the motor. Those guys, I mean, all jokes aside, I know the wheel is big as hell, but they are doing so much work. They keep posting daily videos of them editing and updating and trying different techniques to get the wheel to work even better. And I'm just happy with the idea of somebody else than just from China, and the fact that they are trying their hardest to put together better quality than what we are getting from over there. So,
but at what cost?
Yeah, I have high. Well, they said it's gonna be like $49.99.
That's a deposit on my Corvette. Please.
Wait. It's $49.99 unless you get it on the Kickstarter, and then you get a huge deal. So if y'all interested already, go to the Kickstarter and jump in, help them to make it, and then you get the mad deal. I think I'm about to do that anyway, but I really have high hopes for them, and I wish them the best because it looks crazy big, and I'm gonna love it. The Orion wheel will take over the PEV industry. Well, I don't know about take over because there's a lot of people that won't even try to ride a wheel that big.
Exactly.
I know that they're gonna make an impression. That's for sure. I'm concerned about all the talk about shortages and everything being imported. Yeah, that's true, Francisco, and that's partially why it's going to cost as much as it is because of they still have to get some components imported. So, but it's more locally sourced than the wheels that we have now. So, for certain, is just crazy. So you also went out to see Marty. You didn't give me a highlight on that trip. I see a pause there. Talk to us, V.
Okay, I mean, I enjoy Marty's rides. Marty is a skilled mountain climber, put it like that, and he likes to take people on, especially like me, a layperson or a person that doesn't really care for off-road. I bitched and complained the whole time I was riding with him because he would take us on some stuff that it's like, who the fuck in their right mind would take a damn EUC? I mean, I had the EX in. I fell in this friggin' crater. I mean, it was like, I want to say 4 feet wide. I was coming down the trail and I was bitching, and guys said, "Oh, Marty can do this. Marty's done this." I said, "I don't give a fuck. I'm not Marty. I don't care for this shit." Man, and then cause I don't like cigarette smoke. My boy Sam, he in front smoking a cigarette. So he's on the right. I figure I'm going to be in left. We in this mountain, mountain trail, dirt. I'm coming around this bend, and there's a gap. And it's a gap in front of me, but it's a gap next to me, 4 foot wide. Then it opens up on my side, 4 foot wide. So, I mean, I have the suspension wheel, the EX, but my light ass is not going to bunny hop the EX over this 4 foot crevice. So I had to make a rash decision. So I tried to bail, fell in this freaking hole, the wound up on my back, the EX wound up on me. And I got some pictures of that too. I was bitching. I was like, I hate this. I'm not into this. And that's what Marty, he just loves that crap. Then he took us on this mountain trail. I got a video of it. And it was nothing but a bunch of rocks. And he was like, okay, who's going to ride their wheel through this? I'm like, I ain't going to ride. Damn. Okay, you a zombie rider on the street, but you a beast when it comes down to these goddamn trails, these mountain trails.
You don't look like you was happy with all that, V.
Man, I was bitching and moaning, and I was like, man, I hate this. Why? I mean, he likes it.
I like it too. I would have been in heaven on all that crap. I love that.
Man, but see, I know I'm a tomboy. I'll make no bones about it. But I'm not the kind that likes to get dirty. And every time, I'm from last year when I went out to California and partook in Marty's tour, I still have dirt and sand in a pair of boots. I can't get that shit out. I'm like, the EX still have shit from last year riding with Marty. You can't even blowtorch that stuff out. So I had to buy me another pair of boots. It's like, nah, I'm good. No. He was taking us on horse trails. That
you still got California dirt. You got California dirt.
I'm like, why? I mean, I know you guys have better trails than this stuff. You know, you want to take people on I kid you not, it was like a 3-foot wide wall. I'm like, why would you want us to ride on a 3-foot wall? Some of us is not that skilled. And then they had, of course, sand on it. He literally fell off of it. I'm like, come on now. When you go with Marty, you got to be prepared, because when he starts pulling out his
9-foot pole.
He started extending. Yeah, he started extending his little camera pole. You already know there's some shit to be had. And I'm like, okay. You got to prepare yourself. So
V, the dirt collector.
No, I don't care for it.
V brought back the California dirt.
When I went out there to Seattle and I was hanging out with Shibby and them, now I learned some things that I really enjoyed that type of off-roading, because it wasn't as sandy. It didn't just stay with you.
Right.
And they taught me how to, basically, the techniques on jumping.
Mm-hmm.
So I really enjoyed that time out there with Mike and them. So
yeah, that actually, when I say off-road, that's the kind of off-road I like. That Mike does.
That stuff that Marty do. Yeah, that stuff that Marty do, I don't consider off-road. Yeah. That's like mountain climbing.
I don't really like dusty and dirty either. I just like off-road. I like the ups and downs and being able to go like up, high berms and going corners and stuff. I like a variety of riding instead of just flat, straight riding. I like doing, but that dusty, dirty.
and then he would take us through sand, and we talk about like 3 feet deep sand. So you have to really balance, because you're not expecting it. And then all of us, because it goes from like rock, dirt, then it goes to sand. You got a bunch of people slip sliding all over the place. It's like, this is no fun. I mean, yeah, if you've done it a couple of times and you know what to expect, but when you just coming off the break to that type of riding, that's new. And yeah, you're going to have a couple of spills. And I didn't come out there to have a couple of spills.
No. Yeah, well, that's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that. I know you got some great views out there, but I'm sorry to hear all that dust and dirt, because that I want to go out there because it looks so amazing when I see the videos and pictures, and I'm like, I really want to go out there. I have a cousin that lives in San Diego. He's here now, and he was looking forward to me coming out there, and I told him I'm not gonna make it, and he had a whole plan of all kinds of things for me to see, but next time. Oh man,
right.
There's some bad news here. Looks like Orion seems to have canceled their Kickstarter. Oh man, I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to check into that. Real Talk said, "What's Marty's secret sauce?"
He does it. He lives out there, so he can, he does it all the time. So he's used to it. Yeah. But going out there as a layperson, yeah, you're gonna have some incidences. And like I said, I don't get me wrong. I like riding with him. He's comical. to say
Yes.
the least. He's very comical, but I'm not into that type of off road that he does. At least some of them, the ones that consist of boulders, sand, and dirt, or as Brenda says, salt. It's just all over the place. It gets everywhere.
Uh, oh, you cracking me up, V.
I'm not trying to be somebody's comic relief. Look at me. She's face
No.
planted. No. I gotta have a little finesse about myself. I'm representing the East Coast. I can't have them folks in the West Coast looking at us like, look, they can't even handle this stuff. Nah. No. You know.
Oh, all right. So Lewis is asking what time to meet up at the rally. Hey, Lewis, you can get up there at 9 o'clock if you want. I'm trying to get, whatever time you can make it up there. I'll be up there at 8 o'clock setting up. Actually, I'm gonna go up the night before to do some setup, to help them run the setup on the tracks and get some of the stuff issued. So I think I'll be up there at 8. You can start showing up at 9. I said 10 o'clock on the flyer for that, but if we get everybody there and ready by 10, then great. But I remember last year there were a few people that were coming from far in New York, and it took them a little while to get here. They text me and let me know that they were coming, so we just held off a little bit, and we didn't start till like 11. If the same thing happens, then that's what we'll do, because we don't want to kick off and exclude people who plan on being there. So if you plan on being there and you're going to take you a little longer because you got a ways to come from, let me know. Hit me up and let me know. And by all means, we will hang on and start a little bit later for those, because we want to get everybody in. It's a fun day. It really is. And on that note, I want to make sure you guys know that you can hit me on for Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, whatever, if you want to pay for it ahead of time. Or if you want to wait and do cash when you get there, that's fine too. Either way works for me. And it's $30 for the race, and you'll be in all heats. And last time we had a flat track and an off-road track, and we had different heats on both. There was a lot of competition out there. And then and if you're just coming to spectate, it's $10. I do have to give the dirt bike track a good bit, so that's the reason why it costs. Because as far as I'm concerned, I charge you $5, but I do have to pay for the use of the track, and he does the insurance thing or whatever. So that's the cost, and I hope you guys can be there. I really do, because it's well worth it. Anybody that came last year will tell you it was so much fun. So Real Talk says, I think Marty likes the brake riders. I don't know if it's as much as brake riders, but I think Marty likes to watch riders fall, and he likes to. I think I wouldn't say that. I think Marty likes to push riders to their limits.
Oh, definitely. I would say that. Definitely.
Yeah, that's what he likes to do, because he looks entertained when he's doing it.
Yeah, you guys from the East Coast say that I'm a zombie rider. Okay. Yep. I got something for you.
That's exactly what it is. He likes to, okay, I'm going to push you. Let's see if you can do this. Yeah.
Right.
And legitimately, some of that stuff, they're telling you different boots. Some of that stuff is really hard to do if you are not used to doing it. Like, honestly, when I did that dirt bike track, not the dirt bike track, the BMX track that I was on in the woods with the EX, that track was, it had a whole lot. The trees were like this close together. Some of them I was like squeezing through the trees, and I was like, good Lord. If you weren't used to doing that, it takes a bit. And I could see people hitting the tree, falling, not being, it was tight. And I was like, okay. And that's what I think of when I think of Marty's kind of thing. He does that all the time. So he knows, let's see how they can handle this.
It was interesting going back to when I went to the UK. Now there was I think it was the last day, because I was riding the Monster, and they wanted to go to this narrow this trail.
Yeah,
it's a bike trail, a dirt bike trail, and it's a real narrow bunch of trees. So Zoom Wheels was like, "Oh, you got it, Vanessa." I'm like, "No, I don't have nothing because I'm riding this monster, and you guys want." And of course, they're zooming, and they want me to go through these woods, this narrow, pathway on a monster, and they're like taking off. But guess what? U.S. had to represent, so I'm like, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
I was like, I'm not gonna, no, you guys are not gonna show me up. So, yep,
That's good.
I took that monster, and the fees was like, you ride that monster like it's an MSS because I refuse. I didn't come all this way. I didn't come all this way to look like a fool.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, my buddy Hector, what's up, man? Good to see you. Oh, EVX is in the house. What's up, man? This still live? Yes, it is, sir. It's still live. Francisco said, late as usual. Ah, oh, man. Oh, okay. Modi Castle said, come down when you can.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, man. My niece in the house. What's up? What's up? Vicky said, I arrive precisely when I mean to. All right. Fashionably late. East Coast repping.
That's the only way to be.
Yo, East Coast repping. That's what V was doing out there. She was letting them know.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like, yo, we got something. We got something for y'all. Y'all act like we
exactly.
You want to compete? All right. don't be afraid to come on down, anywhere you want. We'll come together and meet up anybody that wants to come over here too. We love to ride. I'm just glad that we are able to extend our passion for these wheels and riding to all over the world. I love the fact that this is not centered on one location, that it truly is a worldwide phenomenon, and it's something that's coming into focus more and more as the days and weeks go by. And the fact that they have so many wheels coming out, just another way to show that we are pushing this forward and trying hard to push it into the mainstream, and make this more readily available. Hopefully more affordable soon. I mean, damn.
Nah.
I'm like,
nope.
I'm like, damn. Just seems to be going up and up and up. But I am glad that we're able to do this, and that you were able, I'm glad you were able to go so far away, and you were able to reach out to all these people. And it's funny because you had never met them before, but you kind of had. You know what I mean? These are people that you don't know, but because we're the same.
I'm gonna tell you one daggone thing. Those people over in the UK don't play with this COVID stuff. Man, they wound up calling Brian. They wound up popping up at his house. They were looking for me. They wanted to make sure that I was like where I was supposed to be.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, the COVID. Yeah. It's not just there. There's several places where when you travel, when I went, as a matter of fact, even when I went to Puerto Rico recently, I had daily check-ins.
Yeah.
They would reach out to me daily. Where you at? What are you doing? Yep. I was like, what the hell? Do you have any symptoms? Have you developed any? I was like, whoa. I'm like, I'm good. No sniffles. I'm all set.
Man, they were like, they came to the house.
That's wild.
To talk to me, just to make sure that I was there.
That's wild. That's wild. Okay, so Reed Carson, he says, I am enjoying some serious international lag, but I can say I am looking forward to the S20 Eagle simply because I need the suspension because of my bad feet and knees. I am with you, my man Reed. I am on the same boat, and I'm all aboard. Oh, they said you were in Marty's rides, his boot camp. You were Marty's EUC boot camp.
Yeah, I was.
Uh-oh. EVX said, I'm going to have some S20 news Soonish. Oh Lord. I'm gonna guess that means he's gonna tell us he's gonna get the S20 soon. Do you have the Abrams yet? Oh, it'll be in New York very soon. Okay. Let's see. The new Aperta car is based on EUC wheels. Huh. I haven't seen that. I have to look that up. Aptera. Okay, I'm gonna look that up. Let's see. Did you order one? These. That's the thing nowadays. You got to order so far in advance and then wait for so long. We still haven't seen the Tesla truck yet. How long ago was that? A year and a half ago? Crazy. Oh, man on the move. You're late for the show, but you're here, man. You made it. You made it. Yo, E. Simon says you're too funny. Listen, I'm glad that this worked out this way, because I was like, okay, I didn't want to not do a show, and I said, I guess I'll talk about the wheels, and then you popped in my head, and I was like, oh, I ain't talked to her about her trips yet. Oh no. Yeah. I couldn't wait, because I saw the photo today of you guys at tea with Brian's wife. I saw that today. That's what prompted me to call you. I was like, oh, I was like, B, because I was like, man, she might be still out there jet setting. Oh no.
Man, I know. I need to get on the ball with these videos, because like the folks on the West Coast, like Oregon, there's some very talented guys out there. I mean, just the stuff that they can do on those EUCs. I mean, you had people juggling and doing all kinds of tricks. Yeah, so.
Yeah. Were you so you were with Shibby. Did Kelly make it out there while you were there? Chameleons?
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
She's crazy.
I already told you about
that. Uh-huh. Okay, so let me tell you, this is very enlightening. Thank you very much, because I didn't realize. I knew Marty was, there, and you had mentioned something before, but now you even worse, because I think when you said something, you were saying stuff like that when you went out there the first time, and now So this was this worse than that one?
No. Last year was worse. This year wasn't too bad, but there were like a couple of days we had gone on off-roading without Marty. And he had already taken some of the group or the guys that I was riding with on his trail. So I was bitching and moaning. They were like, well, Marty can do it. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I ain't Marty. I don't want. Oh my! So when I'm with Marty, I already know what to expect. I didn't expect that from these guys. It's like, come on, hey, we get enough of this with Marty.
Well, they was trying to show you that they can do what Marty do too. So,
well, I already know this because they ride with him. But the thing about it is, when you're not accustomed to, because our terrain is not like the terrain out there.
No,
it took a toll on my body. Like I said, when I fell in that crevice, I was done. And we still had a ride that evening with Marty. I tapped out. I'm like, I went because of my ride. I went and I just waited for them to come back. And they got out. Yeah, I tapped out. I'm like, nope, I'm just going to say, I was sore. I fell on a 4-foot crater. I'm like, nah. And he actually fell on top of me. And then because I was bitching and moaning and the guy was back of me laughing his ass off, and I clipped, going up the hill, clipped the daggone rock, fell off the EX again. I'm like, fuck this. The hell away with this. And he was laughing. I said, how far we got to go? I mean, we were already like an hour and a half to 2 hours into this daggone mountain climb. And we hadn't even reached the peak to go back down. And I was mad. And they didn't want to tell me how much longer we had, but it was like forever.
Okay, so let me tell you, I guess I wish, not wish, but I'm glad to think about when you came up here, and I'm like, that was nothing now. Like, remember we were in the woods and we left Showtime?
That was like the Deliverance. When we were in the woods, all I heard was a theme song from Deliverance. I'm like, oh, I'm like, we gotta get out of here.
In case you guys have not seen that, because that show was a long time ago. We talked about that, but V was up here. Me, V, and Showtime were riding in Hartford, Connecticut, and we went through some woods, and we're like, "Oh, we think we can get through here." So we start zipping through the woods. I had the Monster V3, and I'm in the front, and V was behind me. And I started going fast because I'm like, yo, I want to get through these woods. They're kind of creepy. And then and V was like, shit, you ain't leaving me. So V was on my heels. And then and Showtime was in the back. And we looked back. I was like, where's Showtime? She was like, because I had the music on the Monster. And Showtime was like, she's like, I can hear the beats. I hear the beats. And she's like, and then I couldn't hear the music. And I was like, oh, shit.
That's bad. That is bad. You got me crying over here. That's bad.
Needless to say, we did get to the other end of the woods and slow down and stop. And then she caught up to us. And she was like, y'all left me.
I'm not going to front. I was scared as shit. I was like, man, something's going to come out of the woods. Snatch my black ass.
Yo, it was some scary woods. I love off-roading, going through the woods, but that was some creepy shit. I was waiting for something to be like, hear some Friday the 13th music
like
and stuff.
Yeah, like no, it's like kill her.
Every time I looked to the right or left, I was like, shit, I just sped up a little bit more.
Oh, man.
That was good times, though. That was good times.
Yeah, it was. I got to come back out there and hang out with you guys.
Yeah, you definitely. We've been trying hard. We really want to come that way. And since you came out here, we were like, we're going to go there. That's why when you said about the bridge, I was like, oh, this could be the opportunity. We'll come out there. But I didn't get a chance to, because it's the same day. But we will. That's for sure.
Yeah, Brian said he's going to come down next year. He wants to come here and ride with us.
That'd be dope.
He definitely want to go to New York. I mean, those guys over there, they're like fiend about New York. It's like, really? Yeah. Like, really?
So
it's nothing like the UK.
No, not at all. Real Talk says Brazil would be epic. Yes, it would be. Sign me up. Nikki says Kelly and Shibby are together. I'd be surprised if they weren't in the same place. I didn't know they were together now. Okay. All right. Good for y'all.
They've been together.
I didn't know. I kept seeing videos of them together, but I didn't know they was together. But, hey.
Well, maybe, yeah, okay. All right.
Anyway,
exactly.
Marty needs to travel to New York City. That would be hilarious. Yes, it would. Come this way, Marty. So they can give you some of what you give them out there.
Well, actually, technically, Marty, myself, and Ray, we're supposed to do travel from the East Coast to the West Coast.
Oh shit!
It's supposed to be next year.
Okay. That'll be epic. Let's see. Yep. Ooh, I had a great time in SoCal. Those guys were incredibly nice and hospitable. Very fun rides they set up for me too. That's good. I'm glad you had some fun out there. I think we all need to keep traveling and and hooking up with each other when we're out there, and just continue to have fun. John said they abusing the V out there.
They try to.
Modi Castle said I pick and choose on Marty's rides.
Yeah. You have to. But see, me, because I went out there, I figured I'm going to represent the East Coast, and I'm going to just woman up and go on all of them.
Mm-hmm. So Francisco asked, "Is any of your family members ride?"
Yes, I responded my both the kids, but my son more so than my daughter.
Oh, okay, there we go. I see it. Yeah. So
He's destructive, so I don't I sanction him from riding because he'll tear up a wheel.
uh so Francisco says his son's on the Nick now. Okay, okay.
Yep.
All right, y'all all making me jealous because none of my kids want nothing to do with none of it. So, all teenagers and none of them want nothing to do with none of it.
See, my son, he just want to. See, I guess he's trying to save face. It's like, well, if my mother can do it, I can do it better.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't work out for him. He wound up crashing in the middle of the street trying to do one leg in a bunch of traffic. It's like, you idiot.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, John's asking how many wheels that do you have now?
12.
I'm pretty sure 12's a good number.
Yeah, but I really need to trim it down because I'm finding that outside of the MSS and the Pro, I don't ride any of the other ones. So I'm really thinking about selling off the rest of them.
Yeah, yeah. It was hard for me to let go of the 16X, but it was necessary because, I mean, number one, I promised I would only have 3 wheels, but number two,
Yeah.
I was never going to ride it. All I used it for was teaching, and
Exactly.
trying to teach other people. So I think now the V12 would be a teaching wheel because I think it's a teaching wheel that I could actually ride if I wanted to, and it didn't feel as small as I felt the 16X was starting to feel to me. So I think I could do the same thing with that. But yeah, you do have to at some point you got to realize, okay, how many do I really need?
And that's true because at first I was in awe. I really it was the new thing. And so I was just buying them. I like it. I buy them. I ride them. And so now to the point where I just look at them. It's a collection right in front of my door. I'm like, what am I doing with these wheels? I'm not impressed anymore. So.
Right, because I can't see you, when you're jumping on the N103.
Oh my gosh, it's still sitting out there.
Yeah, like think about it. Like I thought about that. I almost got one. I was like, when am I jumping on it? And I'm just not gonna do that. So I'm like, let's not do stuff you ain't gonna use. Come on, let's not do that.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
So Mickey said that Francisco's son got a down payment on the S20. Yeah, man, a lot of people. V owns the most wheels now. I don't remember what Marty's count was. I know he sold 1 or 2 wheels recently, so maybe that's exactly why. But I know he did sell. I know you guys were close, and then I think he sold a couple wheels. I saw a video of something. I didn't watch it, but I saw the title. Livette said too many wheels.
well, Livette, I have a house.
That's right. That's right. She got a house. She can stack the wheels in there if she need to.
It's like 4,700 square feet, so I have enough room to.
Damn, 47. Damn.
Well, technically it's 5,200, but.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm coming to visit.
Yeah, you can. By all means, I got plenty of room.
That's crazy.
Plenty room.
Wow. All right. Well, let me see. We are still locked down. Oh, that's too bad. He said that we are still in lockdown here. 9 p.m. curfew, 15-kilometer limit on travel, mask mandatory by law. Damn.
Wow.
9 p.m. curfew.
Wow.
Only 15 kilometers for you to travel. Oh my God, that's craziness. I'll lose my mind. But hey, Mickey said V should keep them all, but remove the batteries and dip them all in gold.
Exactly.
And put them on a shelf.
Oh, like they're collecting dust. I mean, I have like 5 in the garage. I have 4 in the hallway. I don't know, 4 or 5 in the basement.
And I feel bad when I come down and I got these 3 in the corner, but I got the V11, the V12, and then the Sherman is still in pieces. I still haven't put it back together, after I was doing my paint job on it.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine having that many laying around.
And see, the thing about it is, I have a couple that's taken apart in the basement because I was going to get into hydro dipping. So
Mm-hmm.
teach myself how to hydro dip the
Yep.
panels and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Showtime hydro dipped her MSX when she first had it, and it
Yeah.
had all kinds of, the colors were dope, and I was like, okay. And then she actually, I take that back. She had the thing, but Jeremy did the hydro dip to it first, and then she covered it with vinyl and did the red and black. But yeah, hydro dipping, I mean, you can do some dope stuff. Okay, here goes Jericho again. Yeah, the last time I was in LA, Rama took us on a trail ride from hell. Felt like a 40-mile ride through nothing but rocks. We walked our wheels more than we rode. My my
Exactly.
RSS came with hold on. My RSS came with the low hangers and had pedals and were so low I was clipping every pebble on the trail and being thrown off. I almost threw the bitch off the cliff and walked back. Yo, you crazy, man.
What?
Yo, thanks for the entertainment. Yo, Jericho, you are hilarious, man. Yo, he said I almost threw the bitch off the cliff. Oh, man. So John said the 7 p.m. curfew daily in Grenada. Weekend
Wow.
lockdowns just ended. Weekend lockdowns? That would suck. Weekend comes and you can't do shit? Wow. Oh, here we go. Francisco says we need uni awards. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. We might do the uni awards and come up with something to do a show. That could work. Livette. Yep. Oh, he wants to hydro dip his RS shell.
Yeah.
And how about wrapping the shells in a dope paint scheme? Yeah, you can use vinyl to wrap it, and it works really well. It doesn't add too much thickness, so you can still put your shell back together. It worked
Actually,
out good.
I vinyl. Yeah, I vinyl wrapped my 18L.
Yeah, it works really good. If you look at Showtime's MSX, the one she rode in the indoor rally that we did, you'll see that it's red and black, and it's a vinyl that she put on it. It looks dope. I love it. Let's see. How about rapping? Yes, for 4 weekends in a row. Oh, okay. So it wasn't like for a super long time, but for 4 weekends they were on those lockdowns. That would still suck though. EUC Vibe said vinyl wrap is a great idea too. I'm definitely gonna wrap the S20 red parts white when I get it. I don't know if those parts would be good to wrap in vinyl, depending on how they're made, because they look like they're kind of too intricate, like they got pieces connected to. I don't know. I'm not even gonna begin to guess how that thing is put together. It looks crazy though. And Uni YouTube Awards, yes, we should put that together maybe next year. Does Marty have participants sign waivers?
No.
Best tech
He does.
rider.
He does do disclaimers. He does do disclaimers.
Uh-huh. Yeah, disclaimers. Uh-huh. So Livette's coming up with categories. You're right. Those would be some great categories, Livette. And then yeah, he said you could use plastic dip wrap. Okay, so I'm gonna say, like, honestly, this year, is there anything that is exciting you then, V? Because like obviously the new wheels coming out is not floating your boat. What are you excited about coming up then?
Me, I'm more so excited about meeting more people in the community, in this community. That's more exciting to me than the wheels. Like, I guess because for me, once you've written so many of the wheels that are currently on the market, it tends to, for me, lose its zest or zeal. So
Got
I'm not. It's like, okay, it's another unicycle. What is it going to do? Is it going to go faster? I mean, they all perform to some degree the same, and it's basically your preference. Like Francisco was saying, it's all in what you want out of the wheel.
right.
So again, it's like I've already experienced just about every wheel that they can come up with without the new upgrade, and that's basically it. It's almost like, you fall in love with a particular car,
Mm-hmm.
and every year they make a newer one. So it's just the design is different. Maybe some of the specs are different, but it's just the same. So for me, I'm like, whatever. When they come out, I'll test them out, and if I like them, I'll buy them. If I don't, I'll just pass.
Well, then you maybe you got to make some room in your stable. Then maybe no.
Or the garage, because that's where they all gonna wind up going anyway, in the garage. So
Yeah, you gotta have one bay for your wheels and the other bay for your Corvette.
yeah, actually, I'm still waiting on the 2021, but I might have to do the 2022 because of the chips. They don't have
Wow.
the new chips. They can't get their hands on the chips. So now I'm in limbo. I sold the 2016, waiting for the 2021, and then they're telling me, well, they don't know. So I'm like, I have a deposit on the 2021, so I might have to do the deposit or move it to the 2022.
Yeah, I still want my Tesla. I ain't got it yet, but
Oh my gosh! Now down down in LA, I ran into a bunch of riders. Some have the Tesla, some even work for Tesla. So that was interesting. That having conversation with them about Elon Musk and the whole Tesla thing, and
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I test drove one and I was drooling.
You love it?
Oh God.
You love it?
Because you would too, because you love speed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I stepped on that thing and said, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit!" That was no joke, like for real. Like I mean, when I put wifey in the seat and she don't even like speed like that, she hit it and she's like, oh. Yo, it shook her. Like,
man, because I'm telling you, I when I was down there, I mean, I wanted one, but of course, I just love the Corvettes. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It don't have the same look and appeal. But let me tell you, to know that Tesla will beat that Corvette off the line is ridiculous. Like, I have never seen no instant speed like that. It doesn't seem possible. Like, I'm like, this doesn't seem possible that it can go this fast, that quick. I just don't understand how. And then you do it again. You're like, okay, that was quick, but how quick was it? Let me try it again. I kept doing it. I was like, and she next to me hitting me, stop it. I'm like, I couldn't help it. I was like a kid in a candy store. I was like, I was like, I need one. But
no, you want one.
That's why I don't have one. It's because I know I don't need it. I was like, and I left there going, I just I need it. She's like, no, you know damn well you don't need that car. And she's like, I'm like, all right. So anyway, I guess I had enough talking shit.
Yeah. I think we both have.
Yeah. Oh, Mickey said, I really want to ride and chill with V. You will get your opportunity. We definitely gonna put something together.
And Francis, you're right. I have too many toys. I have a motorcycle. My neighbor was like, "You don't even ride your motorcycle. You like my husband. Y'all need to sell them." Hell no, I'm not selling my motorcycle.
You're like, I ain't selling shit.
they were highly upset because I sold the daggone Corvette. I'm like, I sold it because I needed to put a down payment on a newer one because I love the way the new. Oh my gosh! When I saw that, I'm like, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, they look crazy.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, they do look good. Let's see. So John is asking, he said, Black Cobra, how are you doing after your accident? I've been out of the loop for a while. Buddy, I'm healing, but I can't raise my arm higher than that. So when I tell you that it's an injury that it's never going to go away, I can tell you. But I mean, I can do everything I need to do with the arm. I'm starting now to try and do more things, but I can't lift it. I can't do what I did. I went to put a light bulb in my living room. I got up on the chair and I undid the thing with one hand, took it down, and I couldn't put my hand back up to put the light bulb up because I can't lift my arm. And that was something that drove me nuts. So it's still killing me that I won't ever be the same, but I'm doing my best to stay positive, stay strong, and heal up. I just started riding again, so that's got my spirits back where they need to be. So I'm getting there. So that's your update, John. So EVX said, who wins the race, Corvette or Tesla? Well, I can tell you right now, Tesla will blow the Corvette off the line.
That's a lie.
I
what Tesla?
you,
which one? No, hold on. Which Tesla are you referring to? No, what model Tesla are you referring to? Because the only one that I know of right now is which one?
The new Model S.
No, the Y. The Y will only.
The Y is the one I drove.
The Y will by a bumper.
Yeah.
The Corvette will get it off the line, but the Y will only beat it by a bumper because it'll catch up. That's it. That's all. So
the Corvette will catch up. It will catch up.
Of course.
I don't know that it'll take. I don't think that right now. There's not a car made that is faster off the line than that Model S, according to car enthusiasts. I'm just going on what I'm reading. I don't know because I don't have a Corvette. You own a Corvette. I haven't. I've only ridden in my boy's Corvette. That's it. But I have driven that Tesla Model Y.
Well, when I come up there to New Jersey to pick up mine, whichever one, 21, 20, 22, then I'll come to you and then you can try it out.
Yep, there we go. Because I tell you right now, I have never even experienced, and I've been in Germany driving on the Autobahn with like full-size Mercedes, full-size BMW sport model, and I'm like, whoo, flying, and I'm like, hoo, and I felt amazing, but nothing has touched how I felt driving that Tesla. That Model Y was like being on a whole nother planet. I was like, what is this sorcery? That's how it feels. I'm like, whoo, whatever they did is right. It's crazy. So I was trying to buy a Model Y. So Vibes is talking about the Tesla Plaid will beat any Corvette. Now, again, we're still talking off the line. In the long run, those cars will catch up because doesn't have the same top speed. It just has that instant power because it doesn't have combustion. There is no interchange of combustion that it has to wait for to get the power. It's instant power the minute you touch it. That's why it beats everything off the line. But it doesn't have the top speed of these sports cars. So, it'll eat them for a second, but it's going to get caught. That's just the way it is. The P100, P100 is dope. Sport models. But anyway, all right, we're going to wrap it up, y'all. Before I go, want to say again, people, anybody that can make it up here Sunday to Southwick, Mass., I would urge you to do so. I'm telling you, the more the merrier, and the more that we have, the more fun we'll have. We're gonna do giveaways. We're gonna do some raffles. Excuse me. Because it was short notice, I wasn't able to do what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was try to have equipment readily available to raffle off, and I wasn't able to order any equipment because he just told me a couple days ago that this was even going to happen. And unfortunately, I don't have what I wanted to have. But at this point, I just want to have us together. Like V just said, the best thing about the EUC industry is the people. The fact that we come together and know how to have fun and enjoy each other's company. It's amazing. Please make sure that if you can make it, make it. If you're in New York, you guys are close enough. Bring your ass up here. If you guys are in Boston, you know you right up the street. So bring your ass up here. Anybody that's out there, come to the rally. We will see you on Sunday. V, as always, love you. You my sister on the other end. Love you to death. And I can't even say your name without smiling because we have so much in common it ain't even funny. And it's so weird that, we can be so much alike and be so far apart at the same time. But it is what it is. Life.
We ain't that far. We ain't that far.
No, we ain't. No, life has brought us a lot of challenges, and we've been able to, do well. And I'm happy about that. So you keep doing your thing, and we'll keep following. And I'm sure I will see you soon.
Oh, definitely, most definitely, because I gotta make it. I gotta make it over there.
You have any closing words for the fans out there?
No, just I love you all, guys. Just keep it real.
That's it. Keep it real. Deuces, y'all.
Deuces.